Alrighty, fellas, the game this week, as I said at the top of the show, we are doing Stockholm Syndrome, but we are playing a different version of it. This is inspired by a version we might play another time. My girlfriend was at work and they had a little quiz. They show you a picture of a footballer and then they give you a name, but then you have to guess if that name corresponds to that picture of a footballer, or they also had a bottle of liquor next to it, which honestly... pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
And we might bring that back. But I have come up with our own version for this podcast. So the other day, Kush and I were very keen to play the new Call of Duty Warzone after years of disillusionment with the game. We hated the game for a while, but we're like, you know what? New map.
We're back.
We're back. You know, Kush always promised a new map every fucking 2 months. Now there's finally a new map, and they have changed the names of all the locations. And I believe the game is set somewhere in like sort of a Middle East vibe. So the names of the locations correspond with that. And I thought it'd be fun. Kush has played twice. Does he know the Warzone locations? And Rohit has watched the 2022 World Cup. So does he know the players? So the names I give you, it's either a player or a Warzone location. Alrighty, we'll start with the first one. The first one is Tarak. Is Tarak a united offensive reduced this once peaceful village to mere rust and rubble? The tight confines of these areas make it conducive to small squad battle, especially duels. Or is it a Qatari footballer who plays as a midfielder for the Qatar national team and trained in Spain with Deportivo Alaves as well as Real Sociedad C in his youth years?
Kush, I don't recognize his name on a team sheet.
I don't recognize it on the map as well, actually.
Wait, how come you don't know the names of the map, like
We've
the
only
places on the
played
map?
twice, brother. We haven't like studied the map 24/7.
I'll give you a hint, all right? So I've removed, obviously, like the second part of it, like village or airport or downtown.
yeah.
Because it,
Yeah, okay. I was
and then the player's name will like just be like
The last name. Okay. Tarak. I was watching some sweaty Warzone content from my favorite creator,
Oh, here we go.
Mali13.
There he is.
He's actually losing subscribers. It's actually crazy to see. Like, he's got 620 something thousand subscribers.
Yeah.
And every time I check, he's gone from 28 to 27 to 26. It hurts.
Is he
man.
falling off?
He might be falling off. But anyways, I watch him every now and then again. And I feel like I've heard him say, I've dropped into Tarak.
Okay. I haven't seen... I'm trying to think what could be the next name, because there's pretty much everything in the Warzone map has a first or a second name.
Correct.
Basically. A Tarak, I don't think it's a village. It's not... Maybe it is one of the villages.
Are there many villages?
There's 3 villages in the map.
Do you know the other names of the other 2?
No.
Village 1.
Let's go Warzone. I think this actually does sound a Warzone too.
Correctamundo. Nice. Tarak Village is the name of the
There we go. Hey, Kush, in your subconscious, you know.
There we go.
All right, next one. Mebri. Is it an extensive modern mall? Is juxtaposed by old apartments that house generations of port workers. The area also contains a medieval-themed carnival and a minor league football stadium. Or is it a professional footballer who plays as a midfielder for EFL Championship club Birmingham City, on loan from Premier League club Manchester United, and plays for the Tunisia national team?
Well, the Tunisia-Australia game is tonight. So I do not know.
So if I gave you this question tomorrow,
I would have probably known it.
Yeah.
But alas, that is not the case.
I think Mix is helping us out here by giving a description of this location.
Okay.
So he said it was a port.
Did he? I thought he said it was a mall.
do you want me to reread it?
Just read it. Just tell us what
read it.
what
An
it was.
extensive modern mall that housed generations of port workers.
So it's a mall that hosted workers.
Yeah, but then you...
Juxtaposed by old apartments that housed. So
Sorry, I got
this
you.
location,
Yeah, it's a modern thing and some like heaps of
apartments.
derelict
we have
apartments.
seen most of the map. We have seen most of the map. So
Is there a mall?
There is a mall.
Is it called
No.
Mbappe? Marimbi or whatever
I think this is the EFL player.
Yeah, I think it's the Tunisian footballer as well.
You are once again correct, my friends.
Boom.
Hannibal Mebri is the player. The location is Syed City.
Boom.
There you go.
2 from 2, Kush. Let's just go hard here, eh?
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
just-
next one.
Let's go
10
God
from
mode.
10.
All right,
God mode.
all right, fellas. Next one. Al Faraj. Is it several pools of fresh water and palm trees offer respite?
Mate, don't
from
even
the
stop.
desert?
Stop there.
It's a map.
Please.
It's a map. It's a map.
You want to lock in map?
Yeah.
It's a footballer, boys.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It is the Saudi Arabian professional footballer who plays as a midfield and captains both Al Hilal and the Saudi Arabian national team.
What's his name?
Salman Al Faraj.
That sounds like a map. Al Faraj. That sounds like a
love
location.
Hey, that's Al Kharid and it's in a different game, brother.
Oh,
It's
the
not-
Algorithm games and RuneScape.
By Skimitar from those geezers.
No, there's a few Al's in the Warzone map.
All right, whatever. 90% will still be good
Ooh,
enough,
okay,
but I'm
okay.
not. I'm
No,
now.
that's my bad. My
wary.
bad.
Two from one. Next one. El Saman. Is it a monument to the fallen? What is so funny, fellas?
Sorry, I'm pretty sure this is a map, but we'll continue.
Yeah.
El Saman.
El Saman.
A monument to the fallen. A significant graveyard is now mostly derelict and unkept, especially with a collapsed water tower flooding dozens of graves. The area is completely open to the elements with a broken stone wall defining its boundaries. Or is it a Uruguayan professional footballer who plays as a central midfielder for Real Madrid and the Uruguay national team? A versatile player known for his pace, stamina, and work rate. He can also be deployed as a defensive midfielder, a right winger, and occasionally a right back.
Any more stats there, boss?
That's where it ends, unfortunately.
So you talking about a cemetery. There is a cemetery in the map. I don't think it's called El Saman. I think it's one word cemetery.
Al Simone. What is it? Al Saman.
El Saman.
El Saman.
I don't think it's El Saman cemetery. It's like
But
a
this
one
guy
word.
plays for Real Madrid, and he's like a. It seems like a pretty big part of the team. Would I have heard of that player? And does he play for a country? Uruguay.
Uruguay. They're all World Cup players. The World Cup squads.
What do you think the graveyard is called? It's not.
It's one word. I'm pretty positive it's one word.
Well, then-
it would be called Saman Cemetery, not El Saman.
Do you reckon he's creative license here? He's just added an L.
This one's tough. I honestly don't know.
Where did the God mode go, boy?
All right, God mode out. Let's dial back in here, all right? I don't know anything about football,
You haven't played Warzone 2.
and I've not played Warzone 2. I can tell you about the players of the games that I've seen. I've seen 3 games.
Have you seen the Uruguay game?
I did not see the Uruguay game.
Boy, bro, this guy's not on God mode. He's just on mode, bro. He's on mid mode right now.
But I truly believe it is a Warzone map.
All right, I want to back you, but I don't think so.
Warzone map.
El Saman Cemetery is the location.
Oh,
boys.
okay.
I haven't
Right,
played the game, and I'm telling you what the map is.
I saw. Was that creative licensing or was it actually El Saman?
El Saman Cemetery.
okay,
The
okay.
player is Federico Valverde. He is a star player. For
El
Madrid.
Saman, how is that Uruguayan? I've never heard of a Uruguayan bloke called
Man, everyone can mean anyone's team, bro. Come
Exactly,
on.
man.
El Saman.
Next one, Al Mazrah. The past 100 years of Adal history encapsulated. High rises and modern buildings are at the core of the largest point of interest. It was planned to be the ideal city. It soon welcomed a nearly million people who were pushed out to the slums on the outskirts. Is it that? Or is it a Saudi Arabian professional footballer who plays as a winger for the Saudi Arabian national team and scored the winning goal against Argentina in what has been the biggest upset of the 2022 World Cup so far?
Nah, Al Mazrah Village, sir.
God mode is back. I did watch, and one of the games I watched was Saudi Arabia, Argentina.
You didn't see
Can
Al Mazrah
confirm.
score the goal?
No, I saw Al Sharif, something like that.
Far out.
You saw,
Is that his name? What's his name?
you saw Salam Al Dasari.
Dasari. That's
Dasari scored the goal.
who scored the first goal?
I don't have that information.
Okay.
We can cut and I can go look for it if you so much.
No problem.
Al
All right.
Mazrah City, correct. But I'll give you that.
That's a win.
Next one. Mazraoui is at an old town fit for a showdown, as one writer covering an old coupe once wrote. The World Heritage Site consists of a central courtyard and market areas define the western half, while more modern apartments make up the east. Or is it a professional footballer who plays as a right back for Bundesliga club Bayern Munich and the Morocco national team?
Could you repeat the word?
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui. That sounds like a name to me.
I think this is a Warzone location as well. I think it's
Really?
the downtown of Warzone, the Mazraoui city or Mazraoui town.
Manny keeps referring to the word as it for the professional footballers. I'd like some sort of humanization, please. I'd like a.
You know what?
He is potentially. You know what I mean? Let's just sort
Let's
that
keep
out
each other
first.
accountable. I like that.
Respect. Kush, I'm gonna need you to carry here. I'm not gonna lie.
I just got the Al Mazrah one right.
I think I would have got the Al Mazrah one as well. To be honest.
Yeah, because Al Sharif scored the goal. Right?
I'm going to look up who scored the first one. Well, Kush has a quick think
Okay.
about what he needs to do here.
I think this is a Warzone location, and I think this is the big downtown version of the Warzone 2 map, which is located on the top right. And I think this is called City. Mazraoui City.
Locking it in.
We're locking
Yeah,
it in,
dude, I was right. Okay, the guy who scored the first goal was Al Shari.
Close enough.
So close call. Good knowledge from me. I'm going to trust Kush.
Nusor Mazraoui signed for Bayern Munich.
You idiot.
past
You
summer
idiot, bro.
transfer
We were
window.
God mode for so long and we've lost it again.
Bro, you're not helping one bit at all. Shut up.
You know what? I will allow that, but how many places are there in Warzone?
Hey, my
There's a lot. There's a lot.
we're teeing
15 or
off,
so
we're
now.
teeing off.
Wow.
I have 4 more left.
okay, run
Let's see
them.
if you can get in God mode.
All right, let's go.
in this
Quick
last one.
Alright.
God mode. Quick God mode.
Mawize. The marshland. I might butcher that. Mawize. Anyway, the marshlands.
Just says the same thing.
Because I looked at it and realized I can't pronounce it another way.
The Chinese dictator responsible
Mao
for the.
Zedong. The marshlands was once home of the ambitious river diamond luxury resort in the 20th century. Now, due to the rising water levels, it and the town around it are completely flooded with the water from the rivers and trash flowing from the city to the north. Or is it the footballer? Is he the footballer? There you go, Ro.
Beautiful.
Moroccan professional footballer who plays as a centre-back for Premier League club West Ham United and the Morocco national team.
Don't think he's the footballer.
I don't know much about West Ham, but I do know where we first landed, Migs, when I first came, and that was indeed in the marshlands. So we will lock in the Warzone location.
Beautiful.
Absolutely, it is the marshlands. Correct, Amundo. Next one.
We play till we get one wrong.
So last one. Al Hassan. Is Al Hassan home to the country's valuable fisheries? This bay maintains a history of Al Mazrah as well as Adal. It contains a vibrant downtown section with suburbs, a modern resort, and a few small islands. Or is Al Hassan a Qatari footballer who plays as a goalkeeper for the Qatar national team, who was loaned to Belgian club Eupen from Al Ghafra during the winter transfer window in January 2015?
Okay, so the villages,
Yeah.
there are 2 that start with Al.
Okay.
So we got the first one. I think this is the second one, Al Hassan. But this also does sound like the goalkeeper's name.
Well, no, because I think you're thinking of Shakib Al Hassan.
No, I'm not thinking about a cricketer. I'm
The cricketer.
bro. No. There are 3 villages.
Yeah.
We've gotten 2 of them, right?
Okay.
We got the first one, which I think was Tariq.
Yeah.
And that was a city. No, yeah. And then we got the other one, which was Al.
One of the Al's.
Yeah.
This is another Al.
I think this is the third one on the left side of the map.
Okay. Al Hassan. I did watch the Qatar. I didn't really watch it. I watched
Seen
the
the
highlights.
highlights,
2 minute highlights.
I didn't hear the goalkeeper's name, unfortunately.
Was he called upon much?
He was, because he wasn't that great.
Qatar, the goalkeeper would have been called.
Yeah.
Against Ecuador? Yeah. Now, do I remember hearing Al Hassan? I do not. We'll lock in the Warzone map. It is the 3rd village.
If only you watched the full game highlights, my friend, you would have heard the name. Al Hassan said a lot. That is Sarif Bay, the description of this location, not even a village.
Well, that's the game. The God mode has been
It's finished. We're
finished.
done.
Alrighty, we said that's the last one, but the ties are the score is tied at 4-4. So yeah, we don't draw here.
Yep.
We're in OT, extra time, golden goal. Last one, you take home the prize.
This is big.
Alrighty, so the last one, Al Malik. Is Al Malik terminal to the south tip of Al Mazrah. This modern airport mixes traditional and modern architecture to host both business and leisure activities. The observation tower near the sea is extremely approachable. Or is Al Malik an Iranian professional footballer who plays as a striker for Porto and the Iran national team? And he made his first Iranian senior appearance in 2015 and played at the 2018 World Cup, 2019 AFC Asian Cup, and 2022 FIFA World Cup.
Realistically, how many Al's can he go through? Just from elimination, this has to be the other village we're talking about.
Oh, I was thinking Al Malik would be the footballer because there's plenty of Al's in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? Weird Al, Al Hassan, Al Sharari.
His name's Alan. He could be an Al.
Al A-N. Like there is, and Malik, like Malik. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that sounds like a name, does it not?
I think this is the location, right?
But I'm gonna need you to know it's the location. Like, do you? Let's.
All right, if I get this wrong, what happens?
He's split into different teams.
Oh,
No.
you can't do that.
We're a team. Come on, don't try to separate us here. Kush, close your eyes and just for 1 minute. I mean, actually, we don't have that long.
You're in the plane.
Yeah.
You open up the map.
We're about to, like, you're talking to Migs on the comps. Where should we go, boys? Should we go to Al Malik? No, we shouldn't go to Al Malik. Should we go to Al Hassan? No. Let's go to
I think this is the
airport.
location, right?
I'm going to have to trust the man.
But I'm not 100% sure.
And, I mean,
I'm not 100% sure, but just all right, we'll do it. We'll do it. It is what it is.
In the third village,
Al Malik.
Al Malik.
Al Malik scored a goal.
Oh no!
You donkey.
I take that back. Al Malik is an airport in the Warzone map. Well
Yes,
done,
sir.
fellas.
That's
well
huge.
done.
Yes.
Gosh, I love this man. Here we go. Woo!
5-4, fellas.